Good day everyone. Welcome back to the Azure Database Watcher Series where we talk about all about monitoring. In this video, we are diving into Azure Database Watcher and walking through a step-by-step demo on how to monitor an Azure SQL database that's part of an Elastic pool. We will be using SQL authentication, but with a twist. The credentials are securely stored and accessed via Azure Key Vault. So not only is your database being monitored, it's being done the secure and recommended way. Whether you are a DBA, a cloud architect, or just exploring Azure's monitoring capabilities, this video will give you a hands-on approach to configuring SQL targets within Azure Database Watcher. Make sure to watch till the end as we will cover best practices and how this setup helps you monitor and troubleshoot your databases efficiently. If you find this helpful, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any updates in this Azure series. Let's jump right in. In our last video, we added the database JBEP1, which is part of the Elastic pool, to the JB Watcher, that is your database watcher. And in this video, we will add JBEP2, which is also part of the same Elastic pool. Yep. So if you see here, the pricing tier is Elastic Basic. And then if I go to the home and then go to the specific Elastic pool and get to these two databases down here, you will be able to see this particular database, JBEP2 as well. So this is the database that I'm going to add now to the database watcher. Let's go to the database watcher and head to our SQL targets. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is we already have this JBEP that is added. The connection database is JBEP1. Now we will add JBEP2. Now I'm gonna use the SQL authentication for this. So if you look at this one, I'm going to use this option, which is Azure SQL Database and Elastic Pools with SQL authentication. Yeah. So I'm going to copy this script, paste it in my SQL Server Management Studio. This time I'm going to use a different login name. I'm not going to use JB Watcher. Yeah, that's because in my last video I used the Microsoft Entra authentication. Yeah, and what happened is for that I created a login called JB Watcher. So I don't want to clash that login with the SQL authenticated login. So what I've decided is this time I will use a different login for this demo. I will use this password. Let's execute that. Please note that I'm using a very weak password since it is a demo, but you should be using a very strong password. Yeah. So now if I look at the login here and then refresh that, you have this login created called JBWatcher_EP. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to head back to the portal and then open the Azure Key Vault and then create this as a secret there, the username and password as a secret in my AKV, that is Azure Key Vault. Okay, so let's go to our Key Vault here. I already have two secrets created for my previous demo, but I'm going to create a new secret this time. Okay, so what I've done is I've given the secret name as this one, and then the actual login name as a secret value. Let's click on create. Okay, this is created. Let's move on to our password. Okay, I've provided the details for my password also. If you can see here, let's click on create. Okay, we have created it. Now let's go ahead and click add for adding that database onto my database watcher. Let's select the resource type as Elastic pool. Yeah, let's select the subscription. Select the server, which is JBEP, and the Elastic pool is also JBEP. The connection database would be JBEP2. Yeah. And then I will use SQL authentication. Yeah. Let's select the subscription. Let's select the resource group where we have our Azure Key Vault and then the Key Vault. And then let's provide the secret name for the login and the password. Okay, I've filled the required details. If you just want to recheck it, I've used the secret name of the username and then the secret name of the password here. And then let's click on add here. Okay, so it is added. You can see that the resource JBEP is displayed twice. Yeah, let's scroll to the right. And if you see here, JBEP1 connection database was added in our previous video. And for this video, JBEP2 was added, and you can see that it is added. And it is also using the Key Vault JB Watcher KV, which basically tells like we have used the SQL authentication. Yeah. So now what we do is like we will look at the dashboard and then see if everything is there or not. Let's head to the dashboard. And then if you see here, Azure SQL Elastic Pool is showing as 1 because both the databases JBEP1 and JBEP2 are on the same Elastic Pool called JBEP. So that's the reason we are seeing that. Now the time now is 7:48 p.m. That's on the IST. And if you can see here, the last refresh time is also 7:48 p.m. So that proves that we are collecting the data properly on the DB Watcher. Let's scroll down and click on the Elastic Pool. And again on the Elastic Pool JBEP. Now click on the database, scroll down, and then if you see here, we are able to see those two databases, JBEP1 and JBEP2, which proves that we have successfully added these two databases, Azure SQL Databases, as part of the Elastic Pool JBEP into the Azure Database Watcher. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Jai Hind.